Did you know that in 2012, the U.S. government is slated to spend $67 billion on foreign aid? That's according to the Foreign Aid Assistance Government site. I created a graph that kind of shows, and it's really going to be difficult for me to show, but I created a graph that shows over the last, since 2006, how much money we've spent on foreign assistance. And you can tell that in 2006 and 2007, pretty flat, right about $22 billion. Between 2007 and 2008, the number went up $21 billion, staggering, more than 50%. And again, you can see between 2009 and 2010, the number went up again another $14 billion to the current, over the last 3 years, about $68 billion that we spend a year on foreign assistance. If you look at that and you put it in perspective of how many people that are getting paid, how many people actually pay into taxes, right now there's about 112 million non-farm payroll out there. So about $600 of our tax money is going towards foreign assistance every year. Again, just kind of doing some math, you can, if you average working about 40 years, you're spending about $25,000 on foreign aid. Now, I recognize that $600 a year, if you look at it, is not that big of a deal for a lot of people. But those people that are poor, suffering, that are not able to make ends meet, I mean, that ends up being $50 that you could spend a month towards bills, towards paying for your groceries, doing things like that. So my proposal really is for somebody like the Tea Party, somebody else like that, to take this on as an initiative and start pushing this through in the political process. I recognize that we can't really just put walls around the U.S., bring in all their troops, and just support there, because I think the tenets of the foreign aid is pretty good about what it's trying to do. And if you look at their website, they say that they're promoting progress in developing countries, which is the great thing to do. They're expanding free societies, which again, expanding democratic societies is a real good thing, not only for the U.S., but for the people out in the world. And then they create markets and trade partners for the U.S. Now, I guess that could be argued, but I know that the more we trade out, the better our income will be internal as well. So, again, my proposal is that if somebody take this on and somebody take a look at it and figure out how to push it towards the next level. Again, if you look at $67 billion, it's not a lot of money. Our current debt ratio is about 16 trillion. So 67 billion, 16 trillion, huge numbers. It'd take us about 250 years to pay it off if we just did foreign aid. So we've got to find a different program other than that to buy it or to pay off. The interest on the debt is 17 billion. So, again, that would be something that we could use towards paying off some of the interest towards the debt, if nothing else. So in conclusion, my proposal is that we don't exactly take out all of the 67 billion, that we somehow find a mechanism that the people that are paying taxes, or the people that are part of the U.S. that are voting members of the populace, if you will, get to vote how that money goes. I recognize that the senators and congressmen, people like that, are actually supposed to represent us and put their vote toward that. But I don't recall that in between 2007 and 2008 that I voted to increase the foreign aid assistance up by 20, almost twice, to 20 billion more. So it went from, I know I'm looking down, I shouldn't. So it went from about 22 billion to over 42 billion. So again, so that's my proposal. I would be interested in your feedback. Thank you.